A couple nights ago, I wrote in my community posts that I was feeling alone. And then I deleted it, so you probably won't see that anymore. But I felt so alone in the night. Um, when I was just starting to go to bed, there were a few reasons that um were real and a lot of just feelings. I I guess I was feeling like I do have people who I could have talked to, but I didn't feel like anybody really would understand. I wrote one person an email that said I feel alone, and I randomly chose that person because they were the last person to talk to me, and I felt comfortable telling them. And then also, I wrote that community post, and then I went to bed, and I closed my eyes, and I started just thinking more about how I was feeling, and um, the way I was feeling was, it was like, just a lack of confidant, a lack of somebody who might reassure and understand me. I probably have more confidants than most people. I don't know if that's completely true, but there is quite a loneliness epidemic in this country. And I I feel like generally I have a lot of people who do care about me, who I can talk about what's going on with me with. But there are low points where I'm like, I just don't want to send that message to whoever I could think of because nobody feels like the right person to tell, is exactly how I was feeling in that moment. Like, nobody is the right person to tell this. I don't feel good. I don't know why I feel this way. I feel alone. I feel like nobody understands. And so when I woke up in the morning, after a little while, the like by noon or something, I started thinking about my contacts in my phone, and I went through my contacts and I was like, maybe I need to preempt this. Maybe I need to reconnect with some people who I would want to talk to in a low point, because I feel like maybe what was going on is I was over relying on maybe 3 or 4 people, and I feel like I felt like those resources were too exhausted, and I didn't want to have to bother them again with whatever was going on with me, because they had heard all of my things lately, and I just didn't want to have to confide in those people again. I felt like I had exhausted my resources of people who I could tell how I was feeling. And so yesterday I did try to reconnect with a lot of people, and a couple of them were moving away, but most of them were generally just glad to reconnect, and maybe I will be more able to reach out to people when I'm feeling that way in the future. I don't know, maybe I won't. The other thing that was going on with it was a feeling of loss over someone who has stopped writing me back. And I don't know about that. I don't know what to say about that. It just hurt a lot, and I miss the person, and I really, really, really miss the person. So I I guess when somebody stops writing you back, you kind of wonder what you did or what you are. Like, am I the type of person who's so high maintenance or so, well, yeah, high maintenance that it's not worth the relationship to someone who I deeply care about? So, that was the underlying reason, one of the underlying reasons that made me feel that way. The other thing I was gonna say is, oh goodness, excuse, excuse me. There's no one here, but I covered my sneeze. I always do. I guess it's better not to blast it into the world. Um, I typed into the internet something like "I feel alone," and all these things came up about loneliness. And the strange thing is, some reason I didn't feel like loneliness was what I was experiencing. I felt like I felt alone. I felt like that was different. But now I'm looking up the definition of loneliness again. Seems like this has happened to me before. I Loneliness is that feeling of being alone. And I'm just curious why I didn't think it was loneliness that I was experiencing. I'm going to look up loneliness epidemic because there is supposed to be a loneliness epidemic. It says that they did a study or something where 1 in 2 adults report experiencing measurable loneliness. I don't even know if I usually experience that much loneliness. I don't feel alone all the time, but I'm really sorry if people are feeling lonely to that degree. That is so much loneliness. I'm so grateful that I don't currently feel that way. I've felt it before. I mean, of course, a couple of days ago, but I guess I feel it moderately, but not as much as I once did. And I just am grateful that I don't feel quite as lonely as I used to. But do you feel lonely? Gosh, putting something out about loneliness kind of, I don't know. There are a lot of lonely people, and I really don't have the answer. But I mean, it'd be nice if I could be like, I'm here for you, but am I? I don't know if I'm here for everyone in the whole world, you know? Like, and I wish that we all had someone to talk to. I also was watching a YouTube video recently where a woman was talking about a recent breakup and how she'd been in a relationship for the past 7 years, and she said that it always had really made her feel comforted to have someone to basically be there as a resting place for her, where she always knew that she had someone or something like that. I don't know, even if she was going through hard times, they always were there to come back to or something. I didn't see her conclusion yet, but I'm gonna watch it in a little bit. But I just, it is true that the romantic partnership is something that I feel loneliness around because I've had so little actual relationship in my life of that kind, and that is definitely where my loneliness lies. But I don't know. I don't have answers, especially for other people, but I think it can help one lonely person as they look at another person who experiences loneliness to just to like soak in that there are a lot of other people going through what you're going through, and um, maybe something resonates with you. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.